To log into Zoom, you either go to the address zoom.com and you can sign in and sign on with single sign-on, which is SSO. You'll type in the company domain, which is TCS Ed System. Don't put .edu or anything, just TCS Ed System and continue. That'll take you to the global login. This should look familiar. This is how you log on to everything. And so you'll go ahead and sign on. Once you have your username or your email and your password, same credentials that you use to log into Canvas or email or Office 365, and then you'll have this interface. Now, if you want to come straight to here, then this is the address. It's tcsedsystem.zoom.us. You can click on that, but you'll still need to sign on. Now, before we get into the actual breakout rooms, I want to look at this interface because it might be possible that you don't see the option for breakout rooms. If that's the case, you'll go into settings, and on this meeting tab, there's an in-meeting advanced button, and breakout rooms is right up at the top of that. You'll want to make sure that that's selected, that that's toggled on. And so if you're in a Zoom meeting and you don't see the option, then this is how you would do that. You'd go into settings, in-meeting advanced, and toggle it on right there. So I am going to go ahead and start a meeting now. But before I do that, I want to show you the PC interface. This is how I like to access Zoom. So I'll go ahead and minimize this. I download this program. You can contact IT if you'd like them to download this program. And it makes things much simpler. Big buttons. So I can start a new meeting. It can be my personal meeting, or I can start a brand new meeting with credentials. I can schedule a meeting. I would put in the meeting name. Is it a one-time meeting, or would this be like a class meeting? So I would put recurring so that I have the same credentials every time. I'm going to go ahead and start a new meeting, and let's get right into Zoom. And I'm going to invite any of you who would like to join this meeting to do so. Let me copy the URL. I'll put it in the chat. That's in the chat, and the password is 618338. I know we're on GoToWebinar, but feel free to join me on Zoom if you'd like to participate. Otherwise, you can see. Okay, I'm turning off my audio for Zoom. This gets complicated. We're gonna be breaking things maybe, but we have GoToWebinar going. We have Zoom going. I'm trying not to get feedback here. Hopefully you can still hear me through GoToWebinar because I switched Zoom to phone and I turned off the speaker. So if you're talking to me on Zoom, I can't hear you, and hopefully you're not getting the feedback. All right, so hop over to GoToWebinar and I'll show you the breakout rooms option right here. You can maximize this or minimize this screen. We have enough people. I'm going to, let's see, right now we have 16, 17 people. Let's create some rooms. How many rooms should we create? Maybe 4 rooms. Have people automatically apply to the rooms. If I click manual, then it'll create the rooms, and then I have to assign people to individual rooms. Let's just do automatic. So I'll go ahead and create the rooms. Now it has the rooms created. They haven't started yet, but I can move people around. So I can move maybe Mark to breakout room 1, and I can move Wendy to breakout room 4. I can add an additional room if I didn't create enough rooms. I can say breakout room 5. Do I want to rename these something like the Alpha room and the Omega room, or Team Doe, Team Ray? Options to explore. Move all participants into breakout rooms automatically. Let's do that. So as people are logging on, then they can be assigned. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time, which this is the main session. Right now we haven't gotten into the breakout rooms. Once you're in your breakout rooms, you'll only have those people who are assigned to you. Breakout rooms close automatically after how many minutes? If you want to have them off for 15 minutes or 10 minutes to do an activity and then come back, then the room will close and then they'll all be back to our main area. Notify me when time is up. Sure, why not? countdown after closing breakout room, and set that as well. And let's go ahead and open the rooms. All right, I see people leaving the main room. Okay, so if you hop on to go to webinar real quick, you'll see that the main room has nobody. The Zoom room has nobody, but I can see people in the breakout rooms. And I am the host, so I'm not in a breakout room, but I can go ahead and join a breakout room. So let me join Erica et al. It's joining. I can't hear you guys, but you guys can hear each other. I don't want to I want to be respectful and not interrupt you guys. But you can see that there's 4 minutes remaining. And manage the participants, so I still have those executive controls. I can mute, unmute people. I can mute all, unmute all. All participants are unmuted except for they muted themselves maybe. All right, I'm going to leave your breakout room. I'm going to return to the main session. I don't want to leave the meeting because we're still going. All right, now I'm in the main session. It looks like Deanna left her breakout room. She escaped and came back to the main area. And interesting, so I can see she was assigned to breakout room 3, and she has not joined. Would anybody like to be made a host so that you can navigate with me? I think that I can make Deanna a co-host. I don't know the difference between make a host and a co-host. Would that make me not the host anymore? So I'm just a participant. Interesting. Jenny, can you make me co-host? I think that was not. I want to explore everything, but we're getting Zoomception here. Let me just check the balancing the two webinars, see if there's any questions here. Mark was saying 5 minutes ago, go to webinars, experience audio issues, difficulties. Yeah, that seems to be the story of GoTo these days. So Deanna, can you open the participants window, hover over me, click more, and make me co-host? Is there any way to have this screen bigger? Yeah, I'm sorry, I wish I had seen that earlier. Let me just make it full screen, actually. That's about as big as I can make that. Wendy said if you can mute, there's still an echo. Oh, good. I am co-host once again. I'm not seeing the breakout rooms anymore. Do you want to just make me host? I am now the host. Okay, now I have the breakout room section again. Does anybody else want to be made the host? You'll have to make me host back. But let me know. We have chat. We have questions. Or raise your hand. Let's see. Lots of echo. All right. Well, I mean, we have another 15 minutes scheduled here, but this is the nuts and bolts of how breakout rooms work. Looks like there's 20 seconds left in these breakout rooms. Mark is still in a room. Let me pull. Let's see. Can I I'm pretty sure I can kick people out of rooms. Um, Let me join and kick out Carmen and Catherine real quick. It has to jump to the breakout room. Okay. All right, I'm going to kick you out. How do I do that? Let me. Oh, I know there's a way that you can kick people out of the breakout rooms, and I'm not seeing how to do that. I can move you, I can leave you. Oh, broadcast message to all. That's interesting. Nobody's in the breakout rooms, but my message to all. And now we're done.